start with you, Chris. Who would be your two picks for who's going to end up in the Western Conference Finals?
I've got to say that the finals in the West are coming through LA. It's going to be LA versus LA.
Yeah, I hear that.
Clippers, Lakers. Clippers probably won't catch them for the 1 seed, so Lakers should have home court. But if I got to pick this one, this is going to be a pretty tight matchup. Starters seem to be pretty even. But top to bottom, I'm liking the Clippers roster a little bit better. I'm liking their tenacity, their defensive toughness a little bit better. Also, not having Avery Bradley for the Lakers definitely hurts on the defensive end. They got a couple other guys, but they can't really contribute too much defensively like Bradley did. In the first couple meetings, it was Danny Green had a big game in the first meeting. He had like 7 threes, and they lost. The second meeting, I believe it was Kuzma had a big game, and the Lakers lost. And then the third game, Bradley had a big game. He had like 6 or 7 threes, and they won. But every game it came down pretty much to the wire, came down to the fourth quarter. In the playoffs, I guess you could say LeBron is going to take it up another notch, but don't forget who's on the other side. You got the last finals MVP in Kawhi Leonard. I like their roster better. I think that they're going to be able to pull it out in 6, maybe 7, but I'm thinking probably 6. I'm going with the Clippers making it to the finals out of the West.
Yeah, I hear that. It's really hard to not go with the two LA teams. Looking over this, the list here, and Kevin brought up a really interesting point, and it does really, to me, come down to the wild card. Like, who is going to catch coronavirus? I hate to say it, but
yeah.
like that's a true possibility. Like, who's going to end up having to be benched or quarantined rather? Who else is going to go out and get chicken wings? At a strip club. You know what I'm saying? And looking over the list, that could severely affect the results. And that I don't know. I just have this feeling like it's going to be some random team. Like it's going to be like the Dallas Mavs in the finals. Going against. I'm not going to go as far as saying like the Orlando Magic, but I wouldn't be surprised if like Toronto finds its way back. Kevin, how about you? Let's go Western Conference again. If you had to pick two teams for the who you think is going to end up in the Western Conference championship game, who would that be and why?
Let's point out the fact here. The Western Conference Finals is the finals. That is like the team that's going to take it all. I don't care who has the best record, but I do believe that it will be a LA showdown. It will be a heightened, most intensive playoffs maybe that we've have never ever seen. Should be interesting, and I am picking the Lakers to come on top. I do like Clippers, their bench. I think they're pretty deep, and they are very defensive orientated team, which is awesome. Which also leads to championships. However, Anthony Davis is a matchup nightmare. I don't see anybody stopping him. LeBron taking it up the court, dishing it out, and kicking it. AD should be your center focus, like Scottie Pippen had mentioned a couple days or last week sometime. He's your matchup nightmare. He's gonna be the one to take you to the gold, and I see the Lakers coming together and doing it for Kobe.